Well, if you're looking for an adventure that is not many hours away, the city of Beaumont is just a quick shot down I-10, less than an hour and a half from Houston. And joining us this morning to talk more about the city and what you can see and do is John Beaver with the Beaumont Convention and Visitors Bureau. Good morning to you. How you doing, John?
I'm good. How are you all? Thank you for having me on.
We are great, man. It's good to talk with you. Beaumont, so close to Houston. For first-time visitors, those of us who haven't spent much time, maybe just passing through, what's a good reason to stop in Beaumont and spend some time?
Okay, my favorite thing to do in Beaumont, and it's very convenient, located 5 minutes off of I-10, is Cattail Marsh wetlands. I'm actually out here right now. I might be a little biased. I work out here, so I'm here like 5 or 6 days a week. But it's a great wetlands with 12 miles of trails, an education center, boardwalk, tons of wildlife and fun stuff to do out here. But we also have some great things. Our downtown, we have tons of public artwork, tons of murals that are very easy to walk and see and enjoy. While you're doing that, you can experience some of the great, historical architecture there. So we've got a lot to do in our town.
You mentioned the art. I didn't know this. Some call Beaumont the museum capital of Texas. You guys have more museums per capita than any other city in the state. Is that right?
I believe so. Yeah, we have some really great museums. A few of my favorites are the historical homes that have been turned into museums. 3 that come to mind are John J. French House, which is kind of like an early settlement back when Beaumont was called Tevis Bluff. And there's a couple other, McFadden Ward, Chambers House, which are important families in the history of Beaumont. Gladys City is a museum that's set up like a town square from around 1901, whenever the Spindletop oil gusher boomed and kind of put Beaumont on the map. Spindletop was a really historically significant event, not just to Beaumont or Texas, but really to the country. So we're proud to share that history with any of the visitors who come and enjoy Beaumont.
Hey, John, back to the Cattail Marsh wetlands for a minute. Yes. It sounds like a really unique attraction for people.
Yeah, it's really special out here. It's it's a constructed wetland. It was built in the early 90s by the city of Beaumont with the main purpose of cleaning our wastewater. It's the final stage in that wastewater cleaning process. But because of that, it's provided us a lot of great recreational opportunities. Like I said, I mentioned earlier, we have trails and we added a boardwalk a few years ago out over the water, which provides some really great views. I'm actually in a building that's an elevated, kind of looks like a beach house you might see on the Bolivar Peninsula up on stilts kind of, but it's got a 360 wraparound porch where we have weekly yoga classes, arts and crafts, monthly educational classes. We do free tours of the marsh on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and everything. What's great about the education centers, everything we do here is free. We just want people to experience it, enjoy it. It's a great place for birding. If you've got any bird nerds in your life, we've got tons and tons of species of birds that call the marsh home throughout the year.
Boy, and probably some great pictures too out on that boardwalk. Talk a little bit about, John, some of the unique places, maybe off the beaten path in Beaumont, visitors may not know about.
Ooh, okay. So whenever you say off the beaten path, I don't know why my head went immediately to food, but if it's okay with you, I'd like to share some.
Go for it, yeah, please.
Yeah, so whenever I think of Beaumont, the Beaumont food culture, one restaurant comes to mind. It's a perfect kind of blend of what we have going on. It's called Tio Juanita's. It's a blend of Mexican, Cajun, and seafood. But my personal favorite restaurant is Sweet Basil. It's a Thai fusion restaurant they have crawfish that are really good, as well as some more traditional food too. Rayo's Bakery is one of the oldest locally owned, family-owned businesses in Beaumont. They've got great coffee, great baked goods, great sandwiches. They have a couple locations in Beaumont, so they're always easy to find.
All right. Now you bring up a good point with regard to the cuisine. I mean, just the location of Beaumont, heading toward Louisiana, you get a little bit of that Cajun, bringing some of that Mexican cooking with you down I-10, however that works, huh?
Oh yeah, no, it's great. I'm born and raised in Beaumont. I've grown up here. I'm very lucky to get to experience all the different cultures that have kind of combined in Beaumont, and it's a really vibrant place. Not just the food, the artwork's great. Yeah. The people are great. I love it over here.
Well, it's been a pleasure talking with you, and I think we've got a few more things to add to our list there on the road trip. Okay. So, John, thanks again. Where can our viewers go for more information?
You can find us at visitbeaumont.com on Facebook, or Instagram is a great place to get a bunch of good tips for what things to do while you're here. Visit Beaumont.
All right, John Beaver, Beaumont Convention and Visitors Bureau. John, thanks again. Have a great week.
Thank you all. You too.
Okay. Our KPRC 2 Plus live stream continues after this short break, and we'll see you in Beaumont.